Today is Thursday, September 8th, 2011. Today is also rollover day for the September contracts, the September futures contracts, which is what we trade primarily. I am just noticing that. There, let me extend that range a little bit. All right. Yeah, it's rollover day today. All right. Now, the way that the rollover works is the new contract becomes available the second Thursday of the rollover month. This is for everybody who doesn't know all that much about the rollover stuff. The new contract becomes available the second Thursday of the rollover month. The current contract doesn't actually expire until the third Friday of the rollover month. Okay? So there's going to be mixed volume between the September and December contracts from today until next Friday. There'll be mixed volume. Right now, we currently have on the December contract there's 735,000 in volume, and on the September contract there is 1.4 million in volume. So you can see the actual volume figures. Right now, the September's got twice as much as the December. I anticipate that'll be pretty close to even by tomorrow. This time tomorrow it'll probably be pretty close to even, and that's when we'll switch to the contract, to the December contract. So when we come out on Monday, we'll probably be trading just a December contract. All right, on all of these futures that we trade. All right, so I had a little bit of a tough morning trading today, guys. I made a couple of mistakes. I'll say that right off the top. I have a trade setting up right here on the YM. I'm looking to short at 403. Okay, I'm looking to short 403 over here on the YM. And on the ES, I'll go over the trades that we had this morning on the ES, the trades that I took, the trades that I missed, the mistakes that I made, and we'll go through it all. All right. Now I traded a little bit pre-market. That was where I made two mistakes, this one and this one, which is the difference between being red and green right now. This trade right here, we had a bubble and a pullback to the BBC, but I didn't realize we were right in the zone. I wouldn't have done it in the zone had I known. I took the trade. It stopped me out to the tick just about. Then the next trade was coming out of the zone. We had the bubble and it was coming out of the zone. I took that one, got these 2 points back on this one. Then the next trade was still the same bubble. The way that this works, you only get one trade per bubble. But I took it. I didn't realize that, and I took it anyway, and I got stopped out on that. So that's what put me down 8 ticks right there. All right. The next trade that we took after the open was right here. It was a losing trade. That was fine. That put us down. At that point, I think we were down 17 ticks. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, something like that. 16, 17 ticks. I took another one over here that lost. All right. Then I had two here that won. We had the bubble, a pullback to the BBC, the bubble, the pullback to the BBC. Those came together perfectly. On this one right here, we didn't have the bubble, and on this one over here, I think I missed this one up too because though we spiked one tick up above right here, we didn't actually close above here. We didn't have a higher swing pivot going into this one, and I missed that one up. So that put me down again. Over here, then the BBC then went into the box here, so we couldn't trade anything. When it came out of the box, this was during our break. We had a bubble here and pull back up to the BBC, excuse me, which worked out perfectly, and sent it right down. However many points that is, 99 all the way down to 92 quarter. So 6.5 points, roughly 6 3/4 points. While Dwayne was talking here, I took this one. I just filled on the YM, so I'll get there in just a second. I only have 7 ticks risk on that YM trade, by the way. But we had a bubble right here and a pullback up to the BBC right here. All right. From there, it dropped down to here, and I locked in 1 point, and I got stopped out at plus 1 point on that one. All right. Those were the ES trades for the morning. So you can see my ES total so far this morning is minus 8 ticks. All right. Yeah, you don't win every day. All right. Now I'm short over here on the YM right now. I shorted 11,404. We have some bearish divergence, and it's a pullback up to the BBC. It's not the first pullback up to the BBC. That one happened right over here during the break. And that was a great trade, that first pullback. Okay. I'm gonna manage this trade right now. Okay, you guys can actually watch me manage the trade. Um, as you can see, we were down. I think we were down 18 ticks or points on the YM from the morning, and I'll go over that in just a minute. Or you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna slide this over here so we can watch the trade, and I can go over the YM stuff at the same time. Okay, I only have 7 ticks risk on this. I have a 7 by 20 bracket on it. Okay, a 7 by 20 bracket on the YM trade right now. You see the MA1 is down here at 377, 1377. My profit target is actually a little before that at 1383. If I get 10 ticks profit in this trade, I'm going to take my stop to break even. If it goes down here to the, well, obviously that would hit my profit target, but we're going to wait and you'll see me play this out. Okay, I only have 7 ticks risk on it though. Now let me scroll back here to the beginning. These were the trades that I took on the YM. I took one pre-market trade here. We had a bearish cross and a pullback up here. I got short here. All right, I didn't move my stop up quick enough here once I had this much profit in the trade, and it came back up and stopped me out for a 7 tick loss. All right, then we had a bullish cross, and this was the first pullback over here. I was looking for it to get to the MA1. It didn't get up there before it stopped me out there. All right, the next trade we had a bearish cross and a pullback up. I was looking for it to get here to the MA1. When it did, I brought my stop to break even, and it came back and popped me out at break even. And those were my trades. Actually, no, there was one more. Sorry. Over here we had the pullback. We had the pullback here to the BBC, and I was looking for it to get up to the MA1, but once it had 10 ticks profit in it, I brought my stop up to break even, and it took me out at break even again. All right. After we had the bearish cross right here, you see the price move down all the way down here, and the first pullback up to the BBC was right here. All right, that would have been a good spot to short. It's got the orange arrow because I didn't actually take the trade. It was a valid trade setup, but I didn't actually take the trade. Okay, and that one dropped down, however many points that dropped down. 72 from 435, so that dropped down about 28, 50, 63 points. So that was a decent trade. And now you see the trade that I'm in right here. I got in at 1403. If we get 10 ticks profit in this, I'm going to take my stop to break even. And I anticipate the thing getting all the way down here to the MA1. Okay, that's what I anticipate. I'm tempted to just. There we go. All right, so I'm actually gonna lock in a couple of ticks profit right here. All right, on this trade, just to pay for the commissions on the trade. We have some bearish divergence right here to support this trade. Okay. Now I expect that it's going to get down here to the MA1. Hopefully it'll go right down there, and it won't pull back up and take me out at my my current plus 2 tick position. Okay. So I'll leave the recording running for a few minutes so that we can record this whole trade and see how it plays out. Okay. And I'm going to scroll this back over here to the side. There we go. And yeah, you can jump in. Yes. Plus 14 points right now on the trade. I'm considering just locking in 10 here. Yep, I just locked in 10 on that. So, and I am anticipating it getting down here to 377. So I'm going to actually drop this down to 379. Okay, and we'll see where it goes from there. I locked in 10 points, so I'm good with this trade, whatever it does. You know, we've locked in some profit on it, and hopefully it will continue down. One thing that I did want to point out here is right here on the 10K, we had our bearish cross, you see? We had our bearish cross and a pullback up here to the BBC with the cycle headed down. That is a valid short signal on the 10K chart on the ES. Okay, I know that our regular partners probably saw that and may have even taken that. Alright, this thing's starting to push down just a little more. My 20 point profit target is right there at 1383. Alright. I'm gonna lock in as much of that. If it gets down there to 1383, I'm gonna lock in some more of that. Okay, I think it's gonna get down to the MA1 here. Usually that's what it'll do. It may bounce off the MA1, but usually it'll get down there anyway. Okay. All right, there it is at the 20-point profit target. Oops, and it bounced right off it. All right, so I'm just locking in a little bit more here. Yep, this space right in here. Yep. Now you see we're back at plus 20 ticks on the trade right there. Okay, so I'm gonna lock in a little bit more of that. There, I'm at plus 18. I'm at plus 18 points on this trade now. I'm actually gonna move my target way out there. Okay, nope, I'm out at plus 18. All right, so I'm gonna end the recording right here, guys. Okay.